Well, it's been a big few days for climate activist group Just Stop Oil, who have been busy defacing property to save the planet. What you saw there were two members of the group painting a private plane orange just hours after Taylor Swift's plane had landed at an airfield at Stansted. Welcome to Mad World, our weekly culture wars news wrap. Let's get into it. Take a look at the whole video of activists Jennifer and Cole breaking into the private airfield. The group claims the vandalism was in order to demand an emergency treaty to end fossil fuels by 2030. Before the two were arrested for spray painting the private jets, they posted this to the group page.
It's Cole. I'm 22 and I've just sprayed 2 private jets orange. We need an international treaty against the burning of all oil, coal and gas. While people are starving, the elite and the rich fly thousands and thousands of feet in the air above us all. Billionaires are not untouchable.
But this wasn't the climate group's only act of rebellion this week. Activists also spray painted Stonehenge, the legally protected and World Heritage Site in Wiltshire, England. And of course, the vandalism from Just Stop Oil prompted outrage from some social media users. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak tweeted, "Just Stop Oil are a disgrace." And this got a reply from the group, who wrote back to the PM with, "Relax, lad. The cornstarch will wash off even quicker than you'll be out of number 10, which is saying something. But in a twisted turn of events, Rishi Sunak and opponent Keir Starmer seemed to agree on something. The Labor leader tweeted, "The damage done to Stonehenge is outrageous. Just Stop Oil are pathetic. Those responsible must face the force of the law." Chris Rose tweeted, "Absolutely disgusting. The self-entitled morons from Just Stop Oil have sprayed the historic Stonehenge monument in orange paint. This is cultural desecration, and the only way to stop this will be to hand out very harsh sentences to send a strong message." Count Dankula tweeted, "Just Stop Oil are 100% a psychological operation funded by big oil to turn the entire public against climate activism." While Lee Harris commended police for arresting the disgusting criminals, writing, "Good, but we need to start dishing out very harsh sentences for these scumbags as a deterrent. This can't happen again." Over to the United States now, where a Republican lawmaker had to apologise after being caught on camera pouring water into a Democrat colleague's bag. Take a look. This response, in a press briefing from White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, has made the rounds this week, where she agrees on some reports that claim that Republicans have created cheap fake or deep fake videos of Joe Biden freezing and appearing confused. And as we know, the way Joe Biden appears on the world stage has been at the centre of concerns over whether he is fit for a second term in office.
And I think you all have called this the cheap fakes video, and that's exactly what they are. They are cheap fakes video. They are done in bad faith, and some of your news organization have been very clear, have stressed that these the right-wing critics of the president have a credibility problem because of the fact checkers have repeatedly caught them pushing misinformation, disinformation, and so we see this, and this is something coming from your part of the world, calling them cheap fakes and misinformation. I'll quote the Washington Post, where they wrote about this, and they said how Republicans use misleading videos to attack Biden in a 24-hour period. And to their credit, we have a conservative Washington Examiner did call them out as well, calling out the New York Post. Ironically, several recent cheap fakes actually attacked the president for thanking troops. That is what they're attacking the president for. Both in Normandy this happened, and again in Italy. And I think that it tells you everything that we need to know about how desperate Republicans are here. Instead of talking about the president's performance in office, and what I mean by that is his legislative wins, what he's been able to do for the American people across the country, we're seeing these deep fakes. These manipulated videos, and it is, again, done in bad faith.
But he's had a few moments this week that have caused concerns, this stumble for starters.
Thanks to all the members of Congress and Homeland Security Secretary. I'm not sure going to introduce you all the way.
Many believe that former President Barack Obama was helping to lead Joe Biden off the stage while presenting at a Democratic re-election campaign fundraiser. And finally, take a look at this viral video of Jerry Seinfeld performing at a comedy show in Sydney, where he lashes out an anti-Jewish heckler. The crowd cheered as security booted him out.
Tomorrow we will read in the paper, Middle East 100% solved thanks to man at the Kudos Arena stopping Jew comedian. They stopped him and everyone in the Middle East went, oh my God, let's just get along. We can't do that. Because I know there are problems here with indigenous Aboriginal people and the white. They have problems here, so maybe to solve that, I will screw up Jim Jeffries in a show in New York. If this works, that will work. You have to go 20,000 miles from the problem and screw up a comedian. That is how you solve world issues.